Okay guys, sorry for the interruption there. I think this is going to actually record a second video, so I'll make it 11A and 11B like I did the last time. So without further ado, I'll explain what I was about to before the interruption. This end of the casting was mounted on the motor in that orientation, with the cables coming from the motor and going to the cabinet protruding out the top. Now that means that the oil hole is then on the side. Now I don't think that's correct. It would make much more sense to me, I think, if the oil hole is in the vertical orientation and the cable grommet is sticking out the back, and that would help prevent the ingress of coolant, swarf, dust, dirt and all the other muck that's around a workshop, because when it's like that, it's just going to fall down there, ain't it, you know? Now, so if we accept that that is the correct way it should be mounted, we then have a problem. The cables aren't long enough, the wires rather. We have the blue and the yellow, which are soldered to the contact plate, and we also have the black and the red, which mount on one of these pins. Now if that is round in that orientation, which it would have to be, you know, when it's at the moment it fits on there like so. That's the sort of position it's in. If I shift the cover 90 degrees, then this also has to shift 90 degrees, and then the cables are just too short to allow that. Not only that, the capacitor which mounts on this side, the cables for it are also too short to reach round and they enter via that half moon hole, and then in turn connect to these pins also. So I need to lengthen these cables, so I need to cut these ring connectors off, solder in cable of the correct gauge to lengthen the cable. Then I'll have to put some insulating shrink wrap over the cables to mask the join or insulate the join, and either solder or crimp new ring connectors on the ends of the extensions to allow it to join these pins in a tidy manner. So a lot of arson about, to be honest with you, but if I don't do it, it's just going to niggle at me. So I've got the ring connectors ordered up. I've got some cable, I've got some black stuff and I've got some red stuff, but I don't have any yellow or blue. I've got this bit of blue here, but as you can see, it's not of the correct gauge, and I'm trying to keep everything of the same specifications as the motor was built using. So that's what's holding me up with the motor. I have had the motor back together since I painted it, and she operates fine. You know, she spins up. There seems to be very little vibration, if any, in it. I've just got to alter this arrangement, and as soon as I've got that completed, the motor can then be fitted on the lathe, the belts can be tensioned, and then any other remedial work that needs to be done can be tackled at that time. One of the not concerns but possible issues is this pulley here. I don't think it's a standard pulley. I believe it to be 2.5 inches. Sorry about that. I've got a tendency to hold my finger over the mic on this camera. It's not located in a very convenient place. Yeah, well, 2 5/8. So I haven't actually calculated what this diameter pulley will give me RPM wise with the standard pulley that's fitted on the counter shaft. I believe the standard pulley is only 1.5 inches, but there was an upgrade by Myford for 2.5 inches, which this is very close to. So that all needs to be looked at and adjusted accordingly, but I'm not going to start that until the motor's finished and in place. So yeah, that's the motor. You've seen the lathe already, and hopefully it'll be running by the new year. Just depends on when the materials I've ordered will arrive. So until next time, folks, hope you've found it interesting, and I'll see you soon.